I have to say kind of the same for EnVyUs, but he has been playing amazingly this event.
Splyce was saying we're seeing Gears 3 ribs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was
Makes
really
sense.
impressed.
Honestly, picking up the kills, fantastic movement. That's what it's about.
Well, if we can see more of Gears 3 ribs, it will be in for an absolute beast of a game. But I think we are finally ready. Ladies and gentlemen, Escalation on Dam will be being played. Splyce, all the way from Latin America, facing against the boys in blue. It's Envy from North America. Let's kick things off here. 10-second respawn delay. No weapons on the battlefield. And we're going to see this one go toe-to-toe in the middle.
Well, Chaos has been performing very, very well. I know Identives kind of gets the spotlight, but he has been playing exceptionally also. But he does lose out in what was essentially a 2v1. Very simple for Ribs to clean up, and EnVyUs start off strong. Toy Soldier playing as that trademark ROM this event. Let's see if he has what it takes to maybe out 1v1 Identives. That would be quite a good head-to-head, wouldn't it?
Well, I think
fast movement.
All 10 players going head-to-head. It's going to be an interesting one. Solars and Ribs do put a couple on the kill feed there, and we're going to see Envy. They're actually in red this game for you guys at home just to follow along. And you know what? If you may be new to Gears of War or esports Gears of War, it's simple. Top left-hand corner, it's first to 210. You can see it creeping up 49 to 33 right now. And those A, B, and C, those are the hills which you will have to capture. They will flip round, and the map will flip on its head as 6 rounds will go by. And we'll see A, B, and C turn to D, E, and F. But at this given time, it's all EnVyUs in the kill feed. What are we seeing here, Toby? What are you impressed with so far?
Ribs, of course, he's just adding kills on top of kills. And right there, you saw a very aggressive push, I must say. Very Gears 3-like. Fast movement, high amount of kills, and that's what Ribs was. Truly, Gears 3, he was a slayer. And hasn't really been much more of a support player on EnVyUs up until this event. And actually, Chaos has taken out the main slayer of Splyce. Identives, not a good start. Maybe the momentum has been lost for Splyce.
Well, so far we do see a very close game. However, EnVyUs looking for that domination. B and C in their control, 2 players on timers for EnVyUs, so not going to happen this time. And we're going to see a bit of a flank from Desanide. Smoke's coming in. He's actually pushed forward. This is sneaky, but he's going to run straight into the enemy team. What are you doing? He's going for the tag. Not going to happen. Involving is going to get into the mix now, and we do see a little bit of a lead gathered, and that's from EnVyUs. 28 points and counting here. Pistols coming out. Not going to do damage yet, but Toy Soldier and Advers put to bed.
Yep, indeed. Bit too much of an overextension, I have to say, for the man that is Desanide. A little bit too far into the spawn. I think EnVyUs, the organized team of this caliber, would allow, that to happen. Here comes Identives, though. Gets 1 kill. Can he get a double on the screen? No, he cannot. I'd like to see him do that. You know, those are key indicators to how well Identives is playing, and he really does need to be doing what he's been doing in previous matches. Double kills, triple kills, clutch plays. And without Identives, very much like Toy Soldier before, against Optic Gaming, as discussed, it's going to be, I think, an impossible task for Splyce.
It really may be. Ribs is going to just make the meat shield of 1, and still they've got a 25-point lead here. They're coming up to the magic number. Of course, 210 is what you need to reach, but when you hit the 185 and going on 190, you're going to see, and here really, chimes ticking away. This is looking good for Envy. B has been neutralized, and at this given time, you've got to feel for Splyce. They need to push forward. They need to go for a neutralization at least on to C, but 210 is coming in. We're seeing Envy hold off. They're going to reach it. They've got the teamwork by their sides. Ribs making moves, and I tell you what, EnVyUs, they're going to take round number 1.
They were just coming out of the shadows then, reading Splyce so easily. Good job by EnVyUs that entire round, and one thing that stood out to me, Momo.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing. The pace of the game.
Pacing.
Splyce, each of their wins has been them running around, making plays every, I don't know, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. I mean, right there, EnVyUs seemed to have that game on lockdown. Splyce tried to push, but it wasn't really fast, was it? It was kind of a bit labored,
yeah,
if you will. And of course, it doesn't really help when Envy Ribs is just going in, getting the kills. The support player, if you will, of EnVyUs, even outslaying the main slayers of Splyce. Now, if this keeps up, this pace of the game, again, I don't think Splyce have it in
It's
them
only
to
round
actually
1,
win.
Toby. You've got to believe, you've got to have the faith. Splyce, they put down the incense at the top there by the pumping station. He's probably just going to draw more people towards it, to be honest. They're going to be crucial either sides, but they're going to be traded out. This could be the fire and the flames here over at B.
And this is good, actually. Incendiaries can be very good in terms of producing fast kills. Speaking of fast kills, Gauss goes for the mantle, does find Toy Soldier, most importantly, involving cleans up ribs. They've won on this side of the map. Desilite still has incendiaries in hand. We can use these to make plays on B. This is a golden opportunity for the Momo. They should be able to get kills here, and hopefully they do for them.
There you go. There's one. I think another was damaged. That's going to be praised as well. And Splyce now, those incendiaries have definitely paid off for them. 3 down. Solar's praised and Fran all on the timers. We're going to try and see a pinch coming in here. And this could be bad news. I'm not sure if that's Toy behind the wall. It is. And here he is on your screen. Takes down one, but it's traded very, very efficiently. And now this is where Splyce can really do some damage. Excuse me. Chaos headshots onto Fran, but we do have Ribs, who's rotated right round. A
fantastic rotation of that, just saving the triple cap, and this was my worry, right? If Splyce really do try to force that pace of the game to their liking, EnVyUs, you know, quick rotation, no problem for them, despite what was a very good push, I want to say, for Splyce, but it wasn't fast enough given the respawn timer.
Okay, well, Ribs in a bit of a sticky situation here, but I might start calling him rotation Ribs by the time this ends, because he's always the one who does that rotation to save his team, keep them in the game. And right now, Splyce still have the lead. They're going to take back their home hill. They have the pumping station, and they're going to break the triple-digit mark. Splyce are looking for the first round on the board.
Here comes the EnVyUs offensive. They've come off spawn. The spawn wave, and maybe incendiaries will be up very, very soon. I assume they will be up very, very soon. At least, there we go. Franchise picks them up. The in-game leader for Team EnVyUs. Identives pretty much baits that one out. Hits involved in the head, no problem there. That's the incendiary's gone. Franchise should be stuck in that corner, perhaps. Not too sure how ready he was. But praised in front of Desilite. All shotgun battles starting to get loose, and I think that favors Envy, although Ribs doesn't think so. Nicely played from him. 2 kills straight on the board, and maybe a little bit of a rotation for EnVyUs, it seems.
Yeah, and on your screens is Ribs. He's going to be the one running, should I say. Toy's going down, and Adverse, he's going to pick up Toy eventually. Not able to keep his life, but caught by the right hand of Solus coming in there. Pushing forward. You've got to think, Splyce, they're going up to the all-important timing side of things, but EnVyUs seem to have regained map control. The problem is now, if they put a bit of a pedal to the metal here, they can go for that neutralization on C. Involving on your screen, big 1v1 coming up. This is against Praise. Fran's taking down Desilite. Involving, you need to go off, and right now, it's not going to help anyone because your home hill, should I say, that is being depleted, but not for long.
Big overextension now for Identives. The star player for Splyce. I don't see any EnVyUs members in sight, but the score, is it building enough in EnVyUs' favor? I wonder. Identives still on his own. Here comes the rotation from Praised. The score will surely go towards EnVyUs here. Surely they'll be able to catch up in time. This is big.
Well, it's whether they can get to B. Identives knows it. He needs to go for the neutralization. 208-29 coming in, and oh my goodness, I don't even know who's taking it. Splyce are up on their feet. I think they did. They tied things up. 209 I saw either side. My goodness, Toby. But it does go to Splyce.
And that was really the first exertion for EnVyUs, if you will, for this map. You know, when they realized we don't have enough points, ladies and gents, we need to start pushing. They did push. They did it successfully, but Identives with the overextension this time around, mimicking what Rib's done. Very nice from Splyce. Perhaps learning quickly here. And adapting to the EnVyUs roster in front of them. Now, what will it be weapon placement-wise? An important point, I think. Yes, we've mentioned pace of the game, but this can really be reflected in the weapon placements. E6 tried to do that last match. I'm not sure if you noticed, but as Splyce gained more and more rounds, E6, they changed up their game style. They were like, okay, let's throw down snipes. Despite Identives being on the other team, throw down snipes, throw down the slower weapons. Not like a Hammerbis we were discussing in our previous cast. Identives could just run around with that weapon and quickly switch between his shotgun and his Hammerbis. But they forced slower gameplay, and it was working. They got some rounds back.
Yeah.
If EnVyUs do that, again, worrying times for the top Latin American squad.
Interesting, Desilite, as he picked up those incense, he's headed towards the middle. He's looking for a double here, as he does, I believe, tag up one, but he escapes with his life, and Flames going into Fran. Fran's going to catch fire, and he's going to be out of the game for a couple seconds. Toy and Praise do answer back there, and Envy do have the numerical advantage as Chaos dips away and tries to just hold on to this. He doesn't want to give his life away because they give full control of the pumping station to Envy.
And is that Ribs? No, it's actually Toy Soldier that goes to the overextension here. It does force little blinking of the triple cap. Chaos, certainly a reliable player in Splyce, given how he's been performing. Does force Toy Soldier off to a corner that adverz cleans up, no problem at all. Ribs on the escape. B hill taken, but still, A hill not picked up by Splyce. They're losing points.
Yeah,
every
they really
point
are.
they can possibly gain you.
Time's ticking away, and you can see Envy just, you know, raking in those points from those 2 cap. But for now, we're going to see Splyce finally get their home hill, and now they're going to have to bite back. EnVyUs, they're looking strong, but I will say Splyce are testing them right now, Toby.
They really, really are. adverz rolls into that cover. Solars reacts with that up A. And they are winning these team fights over and over again at B. There's a knight on our screen just trying to rotate around, but only Chaos and Involving are alive. Maybe you should just slow it down for a second, just creep. Choose stealth over massive aggression here, Momo. I have to ask, actually, judging from how we've been playing so far, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Are you still favoring Splyce?
I have to. I have to disagree with you. It is kind of almost a bit of a comical joke now and again because, you know, I do pick the other side. But I'm gonna go super serious for a second here. I do think Envy, you know, they are the better team. They are the favorites. They should win. Okay.
Should.
They should win, and I feel they will win. However, Splyce, this is their best chance in history to take down EnVyUs. The reason that I say that, they have all the momentum going into this. They've come off, what, 2, 3, 4 hot wins. I mean, Envy have come off a big loss here. This is their time to shine, but I do feel Envy are the better team.
And we never know, right? Splyce might not play EnVyUs in such stakes for a long time.
Yeah, they've never been
here.
They've never been here. This is history in the making.
Well, as you can tell by the score on the top left, folks, EnVyUs are winning by quite a big margin. And the kills are being traded fairly equally, but EnVyUs have pulled back to C. I'm looking for that overextension from EnVyUs, Momo.
Okay, well, overextension maybe coming in here, and we're going to see double, triple, make it the Splyce show, as we do see adverz now trying to push forward, trying to get the triple. I don't think anyone's there in time. There's one person coming in, but the smoke does do. No, doesn't reach it. Involving takes down his own teammates. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
We just see, what, 2.5 minutes of gameplay, maybe 3 minutes, in fact, and Splyce, they turn it on its head and go, no, this is our round. Splyce now in the lead.
The lead?
I'm excited.
Not sure what that was.
Do you know what? It's me getting excited at the fact that you could be wrong again.
Right.
But do you know what?
Well,
it's not about us. It's about them. I'm excited to see people challenge these tier 1 teams.
I think the crowd were as well. Just the reaction from that was amazing. I mean, we were talking about the future. We were talking about the past, that game. It looked like EnVyUs had it on lockdown.
That round was
Splyce just done something Optic Gaming have done plenty of times against EnVyUs, the EnVyUs squad, but it is Optic Gaming who does that, and you don't really often see it from any other team. Splyce walked through, outslayed them, no overextension from Envy. Very good job from Splyce.
13 kills for adverz, a player which I most certainly haven't been highlighting through the series. We've talked about Chaos, we've talked about Identives, Desernied, but this man adverz, he's stepping it up here on the Big Boy Show. And it is the tier 1 teams that he will be facing if he wants to continue the dominance throughout the Gears of War Pro Circuit. Paris Open here, $100,000 on the line. Desernied takes down Ribs. That's going to be with the Incens. Fran answering back as well, and he's going to trade that out. But as well, more kills coming in either side. 2 people for each team on timers. Now a 3v3 going down across the map. But we are going to see the only player or only team with a hill is EnVyUs right now.
Yep, Splyce with the numerical advantage, however, and capturing B, which has typically been an EnVyUs headquarters, I think, this match, safe to say. Momo, but let's flick our camera over to Franchise. You see he's pushing over from the right, trying to get a little bit of a pinch, maybe set up and good to go as soon as his teammates regroup, and good shots being put in. Toy Soldier's there to help out. Maybe they can make the plays necessary over what is a very disadvantaged wall for them. Let's have a look. adverz on our screen now. Nades go in, just blocking it off for a second. A big push coming in from EnVyUs now, Momo.
Yeah, big push, and high slaying will be going down here. There's the first. That's going to be Desernied. Prey's looking for a double here. And as he rolls away, he's going to get caught off guard as Involving gets the meat shield. Not lasting long, of course, but the teammates are there. Solars puts him to bed, and now a 3v2. There's Chaos and Identities, the last alive here for Splyce. They're starting to trail behind in points, but there's plenty of time. We've seen it already on the previous round. They can turn it around with a click of a finger.
Franchise once again on our screen. Used right hand, keeps his distance, avoiding that turn on from Chaos. As he looks for the one shot. Plenty of plays we've seen from that man. That is for certain. And Splyce team as a whole as EnVyUs regain control of B. I have to say fairly easily, Momo. But Identive still here, got one incendiary in hand, and seems like Splyce just waiting for every teammate to come off respawn and make some plays. Toy Soldier double back into A, because I can see in the X-ray, Splyce are now over at the A hill, looking for that overextension.
Okay, well, they may be at the A hill. This is where Praised and Co realize, and they start, you know, pushing round, rotating, and trying to find them. We can see 3 players from Splyce.
3 members as well. It's a lot of players. They need to be quick. This is so many members that their home hill is now at risk. And EnVyUs, I don't blame them if they were able to get a triple cap out of this scenario. But I say that, Advers and Identives picks up kills. Chaos doesn't know. Praise is there, and you cannot do that to Praise. That is for certain. You need to be aware of this man. Once rated the best player in the game back in Ultimate Edition. But he's certainly been having a good event, equally so, just like we've mentioned Praise. Ribs so far this event, and there we go. Another kill, Momo.
Yeah, another kill indeed. And Praise playing phenomenally here for EnVyUs. Can they tie things up here as the clock is ticking? 1 hill is all they need, as 200 will be broke here. Splyce are way too far behind. They need to push forward. They need to try and break B.
Identive still gets that shot off somehow, but EnVyUs, they have bought themselves enough time. That battling at B certainly helped them out. The rounds are being traded at this point in time. We're at 2-2, Momo.
Yeah, and coming into this one, I really wanted to, you know, to see a close game, as we always do. But I was worried. I was worried that EnVyUs might just kind of steamroll over them. But no, we're sat in round number 5. It's all even right now at 2 apiece. And Splyce, they're really coordinated here. They're structured. They're well disciplined. They've got the right attitude. Good vibes all round.
Ah, the Boltok was placed down. That's an important weapon spot, weapon placement, excuse me. You can put snipes there, and that is what E6 done, proved effective. But you can also put Boltoks there, and that's exactly what Splyce have done. Momo, do you remember how well Identives was performing with such a weapon earlier?
Boltok reclaimed, headshots galore was Identives indeed, and I'm extremely excited to see if he can do the same here. Of course, currently tied 2 apiece. We're going to see the incense spread between the squads, and sneaky play here from Adverse. The question is the flank coming in? I don't think it is. Right now, Dezenite just rolling back and forth.
It's a lot more strategic. As soon as you play, as soon as you go up against EnVyUs, they will pace the game how they wish. That is a very important winning factor as well. Optic admitted explosive when playing against EnVyUs. Pace of the game, and it's on EnVyUs' side currently, I'll argue, despite the even round count. Here comes Identives, a bit caught out, but his movement saves him. For Red franchise though, and certainly Splyce gaining a bit of a lead here with his points. Ribs and Solas on the counter though.
Yeah, they've got a 2 cap here, and they can just hold the pumping station. The problem is there's 2 players from EnVyUs on their home hill, and they're going to be getting it into a fight very quickly. Solas is down, but really it's these next couple of kills that could make the difference. We've got both home hills in favor of Envy. The score is starting to get a little bit closer as time does tick on. But EnVyUs, you know, had previously a very, very good round. This time though, they've started a little bit slower.
That was lovely. Ribs almost had involving down. He was so red. Great call-outs by EnVyUs, but of even better reaction from Splyce involving picking up the double. Only 3 members left alive. Make that 2 as 1 EnVyUs member goes down, if they can clean that one up. And already Splyce choosing to be aggressive, but they don't like what they see. Immediately pulling back. Is everyone out at the same time? Yes, they are. Splyce, the organization is there for me, Momo. So is the round count. Let's see if they can keep this up.
Well, Splyce are starting strong here on Dam. They mean to go on as they started here, and they're giving Envy a bit of a taste of their own medicine. They're doing damage, and I think they'll be full aware of what Splyce have done this event.
Very risky, yet rewardy word, if I can use that, Momo. If he did get that kill, maybe he could have made some plays with his team, but equally so, using these incendiaries and keeping them in his hand, most importantly, prevents franchise from making significant plays through that choke point. Very easy to incend the floor right there, Momo.
Oh yeah,
and have that defensive wall, and that's exactly what they need, as you can tell from the chiming in the stream right now. The score is on Splyce's side. Can Envy do what Splyce done previously and get a triple cap to save the round?
I just don't think it's in him right now. I think Volvin's got a lot of stuff to work with. There's going to be the first kill. It's Incend kill. Volvin does trade things out with Fran, and from that, this is where the rounds get a little bit more interesting with that timer.
Splyce take the lead as well, Momo.
Yeah.
Splyce take the lead. 3-2. There's the franchise on our screen. The in-game leader. Hello. A little bit of criticism coming from him there, Momo.
Okay. What do you make of that? Is there anything in particular
I mean,
that
it's not too surprising. I think there's a difference, right? Ghost Gaming, yes, they were getting extremely tilted, but franchise, he is the confirmed in-game leader. EnVyUs respect his voice, but he delivered it in a very mature way. And I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to make Ghost Gaming out to be, you know, the villain here or whatever it might be. It's just truly that EnVyUs, although you see that, they're still composed. They're still being professional, looking to improve, and they know it's not right. You can just tell from franchise reaction from that round. They don't like what they see here. The score is not reflecting how they can perform. EnVyUs, can they turn it around, though?
Well, EnVyUs are starting strong here. They're 3-2 down, but a lot of power weapons in their favor. Chaos has snatched himself a torque bow, and he'll be looking long range. And you know what? Long range is good range for Chaos as he takes down Solars. Praises Wells to fall. Misses the second shot, though.
The kills are being built up now. Looking for that stick on Ribs. Just misses that one as well. Now, can Ribs do anything? What the hell was that?
What the hell was that? My goodness. He's just taking the head clean off of him. You know what? He's not finished just yet. This is looking fantastic. C, though, has been rotated around for Envy, so keep your eyes over there. But my goodness. Splyce, they are showing their worth, really. They're showing that they proved to be here. And Chaos, again, he's just tagging him up and letting him go.
This is why perhaps the torque bow should be picked more by pro teams, and it's seen a lot more usage both online and at this event for me, Momo, in recent times. Torque bow still being built and used and utilized by that individual for getting kills. Chaos backing off, though. Ardentis picking up that kill. Bit of a score lead, but hey, do they go in, Momo? I don't think so.
They need another wave of kills. I think they need another wave together.
They're still looking to be aggressive. It's super unnatural and unique, but they're going for it.
They really are. They're putting the pressure on. There's 4 of them around. There's 3 players trying to defend. These are big. This is Desanide. Identives takes him down, and they're going to be put on respawn. Solars as well. That's not going to happen. And now Splyce, they're putting a little bit of space between them and their opponents. 2 rounds in a row now. 4-2 is the current scoreline. And Envy are being tested.
The boys in blue are...
They've been put on the back foot, Toby.
They are perhaps being surprised at this point in time. And
I've got a theory.
Go for it, my
Whoever
friend.
you predict, suck. No, it's a bad theory.
That's really bad.
No, it is.
No, it's horrendous.
But no, Envy for me are not being the Envy that I know, especially on DAM. They're a fantastic, well-composed, structured team, and they are not showing it here.
Second half, Momo. Although, I do jinx that. The host has bought the game. Just a little bit of an issue, I'm hearing, Momo.
I believe it's coming back to us. I do
again.
have a really itchy foot, so apologies for that one. I was itching midway, and I just couldn't stop. But yeah, we've got another pause, which is very frustrating, I will say.
Okay, now I'll be honest at this point in time. Splyce have momentum.
Yeah.
This is helping EnVyUs. They want to talk. I know franchise will want to pull these players aside and say, all right, guys, listen, no use of phones at this point in time. Ryan can get involved, the coach of EnVyUs, of course. Something's not right for EnVyUs. Yes, Splyce are playing amazingly. They are playing very good. But this doesn't seem like EnVyUs currently. I think we can say that for certain.
This, for me, is not Envy. I think Splyce, I'm going to give all the credit they deserve. They're playing fantastic. But for me, I do think they're taking advantage right now, which is great, but I don't think this is Envy that we've seen. And yes, they've come off a loss to Optic Gaming. Again, you know, one thing I will say, it must be frustrating to just breeze through a tournament, push aside the competition, come against Optic, and lose. We know they've beat them. They have. Mexico City, we're both there. We've seen it. But they've lost more times than they've won, you know, and it's difficult for them just to time and time again lose, and it must be a bit demoralizing. And then, oh, we've got to go to the loser final to then beat the team it may be. You know, is it going to be Ghost? Is it going to be Splyce?
Yep.
But right now, they may have not even get back there because Splyce, they are so hungry for this. They are so passionate, and they are representing not only themselves, their team, all of Latin America is behind them. We were there in Mexico City. That crowd was insane. The game is going, though, Toby. Take us back into it.
Well, no surprise there. Actually, Ribs is on our screen capturing E. We'll have to keep an eye on his kills. Honestly, I'm sure Ribs is playing a pivotal role in this map and has been, as I've mentioned, this whole event. Dezenide rotating to the baby steps. Identis is there. The shotguns come through for EnVyUs though, as Praise and Franchise do pick up the kills. Identis forced all the way back to try and defend this D-hill.
Okay, so back on the defense for Splyce right now. A couple of players coming off spawn, and you know what? EnVy might be pushing forward here a little bit too fast.
You know, you say that, but I like what they've done. They've actually, instead of going for that decap, a very risky one, given the 10-second respawn timer, you know, being a second half, they've gone and used their numerical advantage to try and push pumping station. But Splyce has somehow returned this scenario to a 1v1 mid-shield involving Mrs. Franchise, who drops the corpse of the teammate first. I wonder, Dezenide gets the kill on Ribs. Franchise, big shotgun battle involving 4Red. Franchise pushes through left hand, gets the down, but unfortunately for him, Advers, the teamwork is there, the organization, the communication is clearly there for Splyce.
Do love a good snub battle, not gonna lie. One of my favorites as we see the meat shields come in, but we're gonna see Splyce not just roll over and give it to them. They're back in it, Toby. 4-2. They are down by around 30 points right now, but they mean business. They'll be pushing toward that F hill when they can, where they can regain. But yes, A, B, and C, I must highlight, has changed to D, E, and F. We've, of course, got that middle hill over by the platform here, and you can see Chaos dancing around as his teammates do go down. Himself actually included in that. Ribs find a nice double, and we're going to see the best of Ribs. The Gears of War 3 Ribs, as Blaze has been saying, is back.
And Advers pulls off very quickly indeed. EnVyUs aren't going to be given a free 3v1 or 2v1 there, although they are chasing it. Toy Soldier forced all the way back now, as the respawn timer is simply too quick to continue on with that campaign. Kills are picked up though in the pumping station. EnVyUs do succeed this time round in regaining control of that after getting the E-hill. Here comes Splyce though, but EnVyUs, time is on their side, Momo.
The time is on their side. We're creeping up to it, and this for me, I don't see EnVy losing. This is one thing I will always say about EnVy. Oh my goodness, that's not going to help Dezenide. But EnVy, they finish rounds. They close rounds out, and they do that by holding on, by rotating well, and by having that advantage. And again, we're getting ever so closer. 4-3 is now the scoreline. 1 round separating them after 7 have passed.
And that round was truly a war of attrition, wasn't it? I mean, it was back and forth, just shotgun battle, shotgun battle, shotgun battles. But it wasn't easy for EnVyUs, was it? It kind of felt like they had the majority of the control, the majority of the round. The Splyce were just continually going against that wall, hitting it hard, sometimes succeeding, but of course, not enough times.
We see Incendiaries put down again here, Toby, and this is the same, you know, straight away with Splyce. Are they just a big fan of Incendiaries? Do they just feel the advantage? I know you point out Phelpsy is, you know, such a great player with them. Anyone particularly from Splyce, or is it just a team effort?
I think Dezenide has always been the one to pick these up, at least if the opportunity presents itself. But honestly, this is all about the pace of the game. It goes back to it. Dezenide, Incendiaries can mean instant kills. Quite consistently as well, might I add. As Incendiaries go flying in, Solar's on our screen, still bouncing around. Can he get this double? The movement is on, the shots are there, but Chaos gets a really big shotgun shot over to him and finds that kill. Franchise and Praised do get kills back though. Dezenide on the overextension, but Ribs, he has other ideas judging from that damage.
Yeah, he really does, and I tell you what, he's in a world of trouble right now. The smoke's going to go out, hopefully hit the stun, doesn't
Look at this organization though.
He's done.
Try and get out of that, Dezenide.
You may as well try and hop into the front seat and drive that truck away by that means. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Chaos, though, on your screens. He's in a world of trouble as well right now. He's trying to just hide in the nook and cranny, as we do see EnVyUs. They're starting to get a bit of form right now, and you know what? That break's really helped them out.
You think?
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, you controller a couple more times, maybe. Thing that I would never have done and never did when I used to play was pretend there was a problem when there wasn't. But going back into the game, Identives with his ever so flashy skin on his weapon. We see the head being cleaned off of Solar's shoulders and Franchise added to the mix. Dezenide trades back. Now, Splyce, you see the kill feed light up blue, but this time it is not the boys in blue. It's Splyce. They're pushing forward, they're being aggressive, but they're still down in points, Toby.
Still down, and that's why they might be attempting a triple cap here, although the respawn timer is short. They've proven that they can get these odd triple caps, but they have lost a lot of members. There are casualties on the Latin American side. Dezenide is caught in a world of trouble, finds his way over that sandbag. and does regain his health, but I don't think the triple cap is on any longer. He doesn't care. He's flying in, trying to catch out an EnVyUs player, try and be unpredictable, break the pace of the game. It's not going to pay off there for that man.
Not going to pay off at all. Splyce do now have control of the map, which is fantastic to see them bounce back from, but EnVy are very, well, I'll say very, and they're about 35, 40 points ahead. It's substantial, but it's definitely not impossible for the boys of Splyce to come back into this one. Solars is just lingering around. The timer and the chimes are coming in. We're going to see Fran just backing down here. Snub is out. Cheeky, long range. Always good to take some damage or give some damage into your opposing team. 193 and counting though. Splyce need to push forward here. They need to do something.
This isn't looking good, just keeping a track of the numerical advantage. It is on EnVyUs' side. It is continually building. Splyce have done all they can for this round, but they just keep getting dropped. Shotguns of EnVyUs, the organization works and pays off for them here. And honestly, this is exactly what EnVyUs want.
Yeah.
The pace of that round was very, very slow. The one before, a war of attrition, yes, but very, very slow. EnVyUs, I think, perhaps perform better on the second half, I would like to say, because the setups can be very devastating. It used to be the first half that was the setup central, shall we call it, of
I like
down,
that.
but now
Setup
it's
central.
There we go. Hashtag setup central. And but the case now, in my opinion, the second half, it's a lot easier to spawn trap. And we see plenty of triple caps, especially in this one. Perhaps that would favor Splyce. It is 4-4 Momo. Boltox placed down up top. Let's see if any Splyce member can utilize them.
Okay, well, we'll see very, very shortly as the incendiaries do come in very quickly. We're going to see Ribs back and forth here. Doesn't really know which way to push here, but the Lancer Fire is coming in. He's chose that, doesn't work out as he is taken down here. And you know what? Desanide's found himself a double. Can it be a triple, or is he just backing down? I think he's hunting one more player down. He tags him up. There's the third, and headshot taken down. He's now got the back of his team. He's pushing forward. He doesn't stop. The Lancer's coming in as well. And the respawn being so low is really going to help EnVyUs here.
And is now being forced into a team shotgun fight. That franchise is performing well in. Double kill for him, keeping his distance. Toy Soldier flew back from the platform after that Splyce push, after the numerical advantage was gained on that side. Advers come straight back though. They know that they've lost that team fight. That triple cap didn't work out for them. EnVyUs clearly favoring setups here, Momo. And Splyce eager to go for triple caps.
They really are. They're finding their feet in the setups, and we're seeing EnVy now control E and F, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try another setup right now. But yeah, I'd love to see, obviously, the 3 caps. I'm sure they'll come in a few times, obviously, later in the game as the respawn does start to increase a little bit more.
There's another down. Catches Chaos. Is anybody nearby, though, to actually pick that revive up? I doubt EnVyUs would push if that kill did come in some way, by some method. Toy Soldier at the pumping station. Boltox up. Wondering if he can set up quite strongly there, but nonetheless, Splyce, finally, they've got everything together. They've got the incendiaries in their hand. That is their access. That is the throw. Not going to hit Praised. Does stop any cover being taken by EnVyUs, though, on that sandbag. Here, though, Desanide, can he get a kill?
Well, flames go out, and there you go. He does pick up one. That's going to be Fran. Those incendiaries have been crucial to Splyce. I really do feel it's a good drop for them. However, they're going to now take over the E control. They're pushing forward. We've got 2 on timers, and we're going to see Desanide. He's going to be taken down, and this is not over yet. Praise, though, he's backing down Toby. E is he's not in control of anyone.
Nice little answer from Praise. He's done so well to get that first 1v off, keeping Splyce at bay. Advers gets the kill through pumping station. That is lost for EnVyUs. No control there, but they've taken back E very, very quickly. Advers is going to get lanced to his death now. Here comes Desanide in the back.
Lancer's coming in. We're getting a couple coming. That's not just a couple. It's 3 here for Splyce. For EnVy, should I say. They're pushing forward. But do they go for the triple, or do they secure the win? Time and time again, they've played the long game, they've played the safe game, and right now, they're doing just that. They're 10 points ahead. This next wave of kills are huge. Chaos needs to go big here. He's got his bright pink Nasher on his back. See if he can put that to business. Make some money off it.
Within the smoke, gets Chaos full red. He drops, but unfortunately for Splyce, the score does build up in EnVyUs' favor. And of course, I have to say, things have really slowed down, Momo. Really slowed down. Of course.
Pause the game.
I get. There's another pause?
Not again. I mean the pause.
Right. Don't say that.
Him.
Do not say that. I agree. I 100% agree with that now.
Give him a bit of time.
Yeah, that is for sure. EnVyUs still professional as always, looking at their faces. But did you see that, Momo?
What's that?
There was a certain weapon placed in the middle.
I was looking at the kill feed. Sorry, the scoreboard. I was looking at advers on 24.
Okay.
But yeah, I also saw a boom shot go down in the middle.
I think our voices are going to increase in energy now.
Do you know what?
Because the pace of the game has been directly influenced. Would you agree with that?
It's been changed. The whole change of the game is going to be around this E hill. Flames are going down. We're going to see the boom shot come into the play. But who is going to get it? That's the question.
Chaos gets the kill on an individual on EnVyUs. The kill feed changes really quickly. Identives answer that. Here comes the shot play from Solars. Fantastic stuff from him. The boom shot ripped away from Splyce, and Solars picks that one up. The numerical advantage was on Splyce's side. EnVyUs have returned that into their favor. Guess what? Solars has got the boom shot, and the hills haven't really been taken. Good effort from Splyce. I like this weapon placement. Boy, you have to watch out for people like Solars.
The one thing I will say in regards to EnVyUs is they've not got a point on to their name yet, but they got all the power weapons, and now this is where they will get a 2-hill control. It wouldn't surprise me if they start to get a couple of kills with the boom shot and the likes, and start to push forward. The Boltok in the hands of Mr. Boltok, Mr. Identives, of course. Now he's pushing forward.
Slowed so much this game. Splyce aren't going to get boom shot on that one. Solars tries to go for this tactical one to catch Splyce out as they rotate there. Doesn't pay off, but EnVyUs remains strong. Advers comes around the back. He needs to open up something here. He does find Ribs, full red. Here comes the kill on Franchise, though, as Advers picks that up. Toy Soldier responds. Boltok from Identives, I believe. Full red. Toy will go down as a result. A Solars returns a kill in his favor.
Yep, and now we're going to see 3 down here for Splyce. Oh, now 3 down. Make it 4 for Ribs and co. Envy. There's just 1 left alive. We're seeing the push here coming in from Detonite. Are they going to tie the series up 5-5? Or are they going to let it slip? Or Envy going to extend their lead? You see, it's 91 to 85, so a very, very close game. But for me, I feel like there's a domination in this game. I feel like there is, especially in this round.
Well, let's see if that comes into fruition. Lovely rotation by Detonite over to the pumping station, utilizing that angle now. Evolving, just using that incendiary, showing the utmost respect for EnVyUs there. Such open space. Isn't going to go for that kill with the shotgun. Utilize that incendiary instead. Advers battling or double back over to that side of platform, but praised. Gets the kill on Advers here.
129 to 125. E is uncontested, and they're gaining and losing points here at the same time. Sorry, they're gaining points at the same time, so no one is really taking control of it. Keeping things calm here, going into the middle. And it is really the next wave of kills that are going to be very, very important. We've got D&E in control of Envy. Envy now have the boom shot. They're pushing forward. They've got power weapons. They've got control. They're now going to have the lead. This is where they can change the game. They don't let Splyce tied up. They make a mark. They take it 6-4. We've also got a team kill coming in. That's not going to help. But Splyce, they're not over just yet. Ribs putting Lancer Fire down as well.
Look at this game plan. It's clear. Toy Soldier takes the boom shot to his own home hill. And only 1 as well. Taking it back to baby steps as the round develops further into EnVyUs' favor. Involving, does get shotgun. Wow. Toy Soldier takes out Solars. Only Chaos remains. This will be another EnVyUs round. They'll be 1 round away from finishing off this map. Maybe breaking the hearts of Splyce was been a very good effort.
And that was, for me, a very kind of a methodical round for EnVyUs. They were never really just kind of impatient. They were never, you know, overzealous, if you like. They were calm, and that, for me, sums up Envy. You know, whether it's a boom shot, they've got an incendiary in their hands, and we can see the game plan, and it's slow and steady wins the race almost. We do see. In fact, I was interested to see what the scoreline and how many rounds back-to-back Envy has actually won. But, of course, we'll see that sooner rather than later. 18-second respawn delay, and we're on potentially what is the final round for Envy. We're going into round number 11. Do they take map number 1? It's going to be on Dam. We've got incendiaries, boom shots, Boltox at the top. Let's see how this one pans out. Looking into those initials, it's going to be Identives on your screen. We've already seen Ribs, Advers, Solars, Praised. They're going to be taking numbers, and it's all Envy. It's all red right now, that kill feed, and Dezenide maybe hiding around the corner. He just wants to catch one player off guard.
This is big.
It's going to be
Here
Ribs.
comes the shots. Can he get the down? No, he cannot. Shotgun damage range isn't that effective, especially in that scenario. Identives though on our screen. Seems to be outplaying Franchise as well. Got the damage. Where is he going to push? Left hand he chooses, but Franchise somehow stays alive. Fantastic stuff from him. That is the kill on Identives, and EnVyUs actually applying the pressure here.
Yep, they are indeed. They're going to get their home hill, and for me, with all these power weapons in their play, they can really take it to them. Wow, survives the boom shot there. I'm not sure how Advers actually did that, but one bullet left in the boom shot. He's got to make it count.
Very risky boom shot actually from Ribs as well. Does get dropped, boom shot out. That's a very important target there. Splyce can challenge for that. They try to do so. The Franchise is there to get that double. Always a reliable player, and that is a reward. The boom shot retained. Chaos in front, the numbers advantage, excuse me. Chaos does get dropped as well.
Fran just doing what he needs to do. He's going to be taken down straight after by Dezenide, but he takes one to the grave with him on this one. 80 to 45. And we're going to see E and F in control of Envy. They continue on this, they win the game. Or do Splyce push them to the edge? Shotgun battles going down here as we see Dezenide get the better of one. And that's going to be Solars. One player which has been dubbed as one of the best, a top 5 player, maybe the best player on the pro circuit by some opinions. But these back-to-back second place finishes, you know, these losses to Optic Gaming, people will start doubting. Toy Soldier, he's doing damage as well. Bit of a long-range battle with a shotgun, but Advers involving as well. Ooh. That's a 3-to-1 split here. That's good news for Splyce.
He only needs one triple cap here to win a round in Gears Esports in Escalation. Solar's the last man alive, star player. Good shots off on that individual Advers. So red in front of him, looking to clean that up. Nice little movement from the sandbag, but that's not enough. Ribs comes in. The incendiary doesn't connect. The spawn protection helps him out. Runs straight through. Good timing for the shots. Smoke grenades help out. Ribs does fall. Could this be a round for Splyce? Oh no, I don't think so.
Praise jumps in, takes down 2, and you know what? The score isn't over just yet, but Splyce will be looking to end it. 2 will put on timers. It's looking good for them. Advers puts one to bed. There's one in the truck. You've got to take him down. I think it's Toy who's bouncing back and forward. But you know what? Splyce, they've taken the lead now. Do they need this triple cap, or will they be able to get it even?
No, I don't think so. They lost too many numbers. You have to do it quick. You have to win at the shotgun battles and not accept casualties in the process, and unfortunately Praise really did force that.
They've got the boom shot as well.
Oh yeah, indeed they have, and Chaos fires a boom shot. Solar somehow not dead. He does have the damage though, but Chaos will elect to pull back. Not surprised.
This is wise, yeah. I mean, don't be over-aggressive. Yes, you made a great play, and yes, you failed the 3-cap, but you got 2 hills to your name, and right now you don't really need to do anything but hold them. Ribs and Fran are down. That's not going to change anything here. And you know what? Boom, there you have it, Splyce. They're going to take that round. It's going to be 6-5. Do they do the same as what they did in the previous game? They were down 6-4. They won 3 back-to-back. Do they do it again, Toby?
No. That's my prediction, Momo. I think you're going to say they are. Will they?
No.
All right.
I don't think winning 3 rounds back-to-back against Envy is very, very likely. But now they only need 2. That's the question. The first out of 3 is done. Do you know what? I'm going for it. Come on. Come on, Splyce. Give them a taste of your own medicine. I want to see Splyce go all the way, push this to a map 3. I know we're only on map 1 right now, but EnVyUs, they're a dangerous squad. 35 kills for Advers. He has turned up. Identives. Your main man, Toby.
He's on 11 kills, Momo. And look at this. Splyce haven't got their star man, but Advers is performing, someone we haven't really touched upon as of yet. It's all been about Chaos and Identives, hasn't it? But it's really to show how well-performing Splyce are currently against EnVyUs. Here come the kills. Identives does find one there, though. Dezenide as well. The numerical advantage just about in the favor of Splyce. Can they finalize these kills? Solus goes down. The boom shot is there for the taking. The respawn timer increasing. Could Splyce do this?
Can Splyce push it to around 13? 3 are down. Make it 5 for a second. Ribs is off spawn. However, there's only Chaos and Involving alive, so I'm not sure whether they'll be able to triple cap just yet, but the pressure will be applied, and Involving is going to be the one to jump on it. I think he may have just overextended a little bit, but he's got his buddy there, and it's backtrack, it's rewind, it's get back to base time.
Can't lose this boom shot, Momo. You can't lose this boom shot. Stuck in a corridor of death.
Pick him up.
The Lancers come in. Leave him. Just leave him.
Go on
no.
without me.
He does go down.
Keep the boom shot.
Identity to the rescue. The corridor, which wall bounces can occur in. Unfortunately, the boom shots is on the ground. Identis picks it up. Desanide comes in clutch. Advers picks up a kill. There's another boom shot kill. 5 members down.
They're going to push. They're going to go for the triple. And you know what? Round 13 is upon us. The crowd are applauding. Splyce are already stood up. They know it. And I can feel it. We're doing this. We're going 3 back-to-back. Splyce, they have what it takes. They're hanging with the big boys. And my goodness, I'm getting the hairs on my arms. The neck is standing up. Toby, you doubted them. It's bad juju from you.
Getting excited, Momo. Getting very excited.
Any teams out there looking to recruit someone to put bad juju on the opponent? Recruit Toby. All right, I'm available.
Casters curses.
I just always have faith.
Look,
it's
look
not
what's
over
happened.
yet.
Look what's happening. 6-6 franchise.
I missed it again. I was looking at you. Tell me.
Snipes placed in trucks.
Sniper.
What did I mention earlier? E6 did this very strategy, gained rounds from it.
Okay.
They slowed the pace down. EnVyUs trying to do it once again.
There's 1 round left.
They just need one initial 22-second respawn timer. Let us know in Twitch chat who is taking the round. Let's get it on, Momo. Let's see who wins this one.
Get it on. We get a frag straight away. They're going in the hands of Chaos. Adverse, again, that's going to be number 38 to his name, but he's taken down. We've got a 3v2. Desanide adds to the mix, and oh my goodness! Fran goes, he's the only one left alive.
Oh, no.
He's got the sniper, he misses, he takes damage and he's backtracking. Desanide is already on the home hill. This is looking good for Splyce. The respawns are high. EnVyUs, what's going on? We're going to see Splyce, they only need 1 hill. Priest is the last alive, and I think they've done it.
The D-hill. I'm staring at the D-hill. Frank's going in. Watch out, Involving. Nade right on you.
Nades, boom shots, snipers. The D-hill's going up.
Breath.
The boom shot comes in. Chaos takes down his team, but he doesn't need it. Splyce have done it. They come back 3 back-to-back. Time and time again. Woo! The blazer's off, Toby. I don't even care. Oh, so's my mic. I'm back.
Momo's going to start crying very, very soon.
I think some of those on your screen may start crying soon.
Teamwork makes dreams work.
Teamwork makes dream work. Do you know the really good thing? And I'm going to calm myself down. I'm going to take a bit of envy
Calm down,
juju
Twitch
right
chat.
now.
It's only the first map.
EnVyUs. After the first map, look at that Chaos. He stood up.
Get it down.
It's like
hydration.
He's just, he stabbed his opponent with a sword and he's just drinking their blood. Okay, maybe that's a bit too far.
Maybe, just maybe. But come on, let's be honest. Let's be honest for a second. Is there anything too far at this point in time?
No.
7-6.
No. 3 back-to-back. Have faith.
Have faith. Right. Straight away. Straight away. My point on this one, Momo. EnVyUs. Passionate team, correct? Emotional.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Blazers back on. I heard the camera was coming back to me. We're okay.
The panic was there, but...
What was the question? Sorry, Toby.
Just looking down at EnVyUs. I mean, there was negative... I won't say negative. Let's say positive criticism coming out from franchise. We commented on it in the first few rounds, actually. They've just lost a map against Splyce.
Yeah, they have.
I would argue EnVyUs get tilted after losing a map to Optic Gaming in this very scenario, this very stage of the event.
Put a bit of a spin on it.
Okay.
I don't think EnVyUs are that much of a tilt team.
Okay.
I think they've been here before, and they've lost maps before. They don't lose many. Most are to Optic, but when they do, I don't think they're a team that can go, oh, like we're in trouble here. They can 2-0 anyone. You know, they think of this as the start of the series. EnVyUs, by all means, yes, I'm getting very excited. Splyce are turning up. It's loser bracket final time. But EnVyUs are a team which they know what needs to be done. You know, they know how to do it, and they know how to, you know, take the pieces of the puzzle out of Splyce, you know, and what needs to be done. The keys to victories we talked about before. We talked about shutting down identives. Your boy EnVyUs, shotgun time.
All right, so my predictions failed. I said
not yet. Not yet.
No,
you
I said 2-0.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sit down. Although
I
you
mean,
already are.
you're the one who got it wrong, Toby.
Correct.
I'm going to stand up in a second. I'm ready.
All right, identives. Not quite sure the exact number, but he was on 11 kills when we
11,
checked, right?
12,
11, 12.
13
EnVyUs
maybe.
was it triple?
35.
Over triple.
No.
Okay.
It was more, I think. I don't want to take kills off him. I was thinking, is he going to get a 40 bomb? That's all I was thinking in my head.
Yeah.
And I think I said at one point he picked up number 38. So
okay, well, I was wrong about the prediction and maps. That's out the window.
Standard,
Rest
really.
in peace, Toby Campbell.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I was wrong about identives and the keys to victory as well.
Yeah, again, pretty poor on that one.
Pathetic.
Can you do me a favour? Is Blaze out there or Fallout? Just someone who knows what they're talking about.
I don't know. I've been paying attention to this.
Oh,
No.
I need someone who knows what they're on about. I mean, these predictions. What's coming in? I tell you what, I'm Mr. Prediction. No, don't leave me, Toby. I'll be stranded without you. We're having a good time though, and that's what it's all about.
We're on a journey, I think. We're on. Should we get on the Splyce train? Both of us?
You don't have a ticket to the Splyce train, my friend. There's one ticket, I took it. However, you know, maybe I tell you what, right? There's a spare ticket in my back pocket.
Okay.
If they make it to the grand final, I might give it you. But you know what? You'd probably go against them then anyway. So no ticket for Toby. But no, casting predictions aside, the guys are getting ready for map number 2. Little toilet break here. I believe we're missing 1 or 2 players.
Fair enough. Quite
fair
a lengthy map, I have to admit.
It was.
A longer than average map.
Yeah,
By quite a margin.
A lot of these two teams as well have wiped the floor with a lot of teams. You know, we're